Fear. It creeps in when we least expect it. It whispers lies in the quietest hours. It makes the strongest feel weak. And the most vibrant souls, afraid to live fully. But here's the truth. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is a compass. A call to grow. A gateway to freedom. Today, we journey deep into the heart of fear. To understand it. To face it. To rise above it. Because your life, your beautiful, powerful life, is waiting beyond it. Fear is one of our oldest survival instincts. It's wired into our brains to protect us from danger, from harm. But in today's world, we're not always running from predators. We're running from judgment. From rejection. From failure. From our own potential. And the tragedy is this. We confuse fear with truth. We assume that just because we feel fear, we must retreat. But what if fear was not a stop sign? What if it was a signal to lean in? To listen? To move forward, not away? Fear is a master of disguise. Sometimes it looks like procrastination. Other times it's perfectionism. If it's not perfect, I won't try. It can show up as people-pleasing. As staying in toxic relationships. As overthinking everything before we act. But underneath all those masks is one truth. We're afraid. Afraid of not being enough. Afraid of being seen. Afraid of failing or succeeding. So the first step in overcoming fear is to recognize its voice in your life. What does your fear sound like? What name has it taken? Many of our fears are not born in the present. They are echoes from the past. Moments in childhood when we felt unsafe, unseen, or unloved. Maybe you were told to stay quiet. Maybe you were laughed at for expressing yourself. Maybe love was conditional, and fear became a strategy for survival. But here's the powerful truth. You are not that child anymore. You are not stuck in that moment. You are allowed to reparent your fear. To tell it, I am safe now. I choose differently. Healing begins when we bring light to the places we once avoided. Your brain is doing its job, keeping you alive. But when fear takes over, your amygdala lights up like a fire alarm. Your body goes into fight or flight mode, even when there's no real danger. Here's how you reclaim control. Breathe deeply. It resets your nervous system. Name the fear. Saying it out loud lowers its power. Ground yourself, feel your feet, your breath, your presence. Visualize safety. Let your mind picture peace, not panic. You are not your fear. You are the observer of it. And you have the power to choose a new response. Let me tell you about Maya. For 15 years, she was afraid to speak in public. Her hands would shake. Her throat would close. But one day, she walked onto a small stage, voice trembling, and spoke anyway. Now, she's a life coach, empowering thousands. Or James. He was terrified of starting over after losing everything in a divorce. But instead of giving up, he moved to a new city. He built a new life. A new love. A new dream. And there's you. Your story isn't over. Your courage is rising. It's already inside you, waiting to be used. Failure. We fear it like it's the end. But what if it's just a beginning? Every successful person you admire has failed. Not once, but dozens of times. The difference? They didn't stop. Failure is a lesson. A redirection. A teacher. It builds resilience. It shapes your character. It shows you what matters. So the next time you fear failing, ask, what would I try if I knew I couldn't fail? Then take one small step and fail forward. Many of our fears come from trying to control the uncontrollable. We want guarantees. We want certainty. We want to avoid pain. But life doesn't work that way. The most powerful thing you can do. Let go. Surrender. Trust the process. When you stop resisting what is, you free yourself from fear. Faith isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move, even when you're afraid. You don't overcome fear in one leap. You overcome it in small, sacred steps. Here's how. Person in lotus position. Start your day in silence. Listen to your inner wisdom. Writing hand journal your fears. Give them a name. Then write their opposite. Direct hit. Set small bravery goals. Speak up. Try something new. Say no. Surround yourself with courage-minded people. Fear is contagious, but so is courage. Read and listen to inspiring content, like this channel. Feed your soul. Each day you act with courage. Your fear loses its grip. You are not your fear. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture the thing you've been afraid to face. Now imagine yourself walking toward it. Not alone, but with every version of you that's ever survived something hard. They're walking with you. Cheering you on. You are bigger than your fear. You are braver than your past. You are worthy of the life you desire, even if fear tries to tell you otherwise. And when you forget that, come back to this truth. Fear is just a feeling. But you? You are the force. You are the flame. You are free. You are the author of your life. And the pen is still in your hand. The old story said you're not good enough. The old story said you'll always be afraid. But the new story, it says you are bold, brave, unstoppable. So what does your new story sound like? I feel fear, but I choose love. I don't need to be perfect to begin. I trust myself, no matter what. Your story starts again, now. If this message moved you, if you feel a spark inside you now, then share this with someone who needs it too. Subscribe for more healing, more courage, more love. This is at Mindfuel Media 101. Where hearts come to grow. And where fear turns into fire.